Finalist number 4, Mehmet.
Hello everyone, my name is Sharif and I will be presenting to you Madad. Today Egyptians donate more than 5 billion Egyptian pounds every year. Okay? 90% of that goes to charity. On the other hand, we have 40,000 NGOs. 10,000 of them were incorporated last year alone. The problem is, only 5 NGOs take the majority of these donations. So we found that there was an opportunity here. Try to understand why there's this mismatch. First of all, we talked to the donors. There's just a lack of awareness and transparency in the sector. They don't know where to put their money, how their money is being used, and the impact that money can generate. On the other hand, NGOs just have a lack of capabilities across the board, whether it's fundraising, marketing, or even just planning and oversight of their own operations. Looking at geographical coverage and also achievement of the UN's development goals, which we aspire to target, there is no entity that's focusing on both of these together. And this is where we want to serve. Madad will be a platform that connects donors and NGOs together through innovative donation channels to support fundraising and innovative social media to market their causes. We are pleased to announce that we are launching this Ramadan, and we invite you to Indiegogo in May to crowdfund for our initial needs so we can be able to launch. We'll then expand in 2014 operationally and geographically, and hopefully in 2007 diversify into other revenue sources. So what is our core revenue source? We surveyed NGOs and they believe that they're willing to give us around 3% service fee on top of any donation we transfer in return for marketing and fundraising efforts. As you may see, we can be a profitable and feasible business, and we would cost recover around the 4th year on very conservative estimates. Who's going to be able to do so? We have a well-established team. Ahmed Azzan, technology expert in payment solutions. Sarah Saeed worked with 100 NGOs across half of Egypt's governance. Samah, the CEO, well-rounded experience across mobile and he's a UN volunteer as well. Hiba Bahgat with CSR and communication. I don't know why Hiba's called. CSR communication strategies. And myself, I have management consulting expertise with the government of Egypt and the Middle Eastern governments. I'm an MBA candidate at the Wharton School here nearby, and a founder of an NGO which was recently incubated by Nahat al-Mahrousa. Thank you.
Okay, our next finalist is Rania Salah, finalist number 5.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rania. I'm the founder of GIBRA. GIBRA is a social enterprise to revive Egyptian handicrafts. Most of the Egyptian handicrafts are highly at risk. We're here to help Egyptian artisans find new markets for their threatened products. Where after some research and some years of going here and there, we found out we're going to be focusing on some specific crafts because Egypt is full of lots of crafts. And we have carpets, we have glass, we have pottery, we have baskets, everything. But those crafts we selected are the ones we have competitive advantage of, the ones that are only inclusive to Egypt. They are not there, they are not anywhere else. The mother of pearl inlaid, the Egyptian patchwork, which is an ancient Egyptian craft, and the different embroidery of different parts of Egypt in Sinai, Siwa, North and South, and Suhail. The main challenges that are facing the craftsmanship in Egypt is their lack of marketing skills, the stagnation of designs, they are not working on their designs, the high cost of raw material, as well as, of course, the cheap, standardized, massively produced production. And we're going to face such challenges by collaborating with designers, using local fabrics, Egyptian raw materials, as well as targeting niche segments that are thriving for unique cultural green production. GIBRA's team is consisting of web designers, photographers, videographers, as well as the core the core of the team are the product designers, newly fresh grads of German University in Cairo and Applied Art School. We're going to be doing that by mainly two things: home decor line. We're going to be using Egyptian newly introduced palm tree wood. We finally produced wood of palm tree, and we're getting not us like Gibra, but like in Egypt, and we're going to be the first ones to use the palm tree wood and incorporate the other crafts in the making, as well as another line of fashion women embroidered top, like the one I'm wearing. We're going to be like employing women talents in Suhail, Sinai, and Siwa, and making modern tops. And we're going to be doing that through our online platform and online sales through cash upon delivery system, especially for the women tops. And for the home decor line, we're going to be doing that through the online platform as well as to local outlets and a global market as well. So since we're a social enterprise, most of our profits are going to be going to fund community development projects at the artisans community, as well as creating new generations of artisans. Thank you so much. Looking forward to talking to you.
Next finalist is Arish Ibrahim, finalist number 6. Michelle.
Good morning, everybody. I'm glad it's no longer snowing today. Okay, my name is Arish Ibrahim. I'm an associate professor at Hawaiian University, turned entrepreneur because I would love to see a better Egypt. Okay, so let me walk you through a sad story. Maybe we can work together in turning it into a happy ending. Familiar scenes from around Egypt. Unfortunately, words such as Baltagi, Hagan, Taharrush, all of these words have become part of our daily realities. That's because of the reality that unemployment has almost reached 13% in Egypt now, and that poverty in the rural areas is around 40% and in the urban areas is 18%, and that around 1,099 regions in Egypt have been classified as slums, which means that around 17 million Egyptians live in slums. Mashghal is about job creation, is about helping these people find their livelihood, is about giving them a sinara instead of giving them ready-made fish. Maybe we can reduce the 13% into the reasonable number of 5 or 6 unemployment rate. The model is based on seeking partnership with the private sector in order to establish manufacturing units in every single, as possible, underprivileged neighborhood in Egypt. By this, they can find jobs in their own neighborhood. They don't have to go outside the region, and we are creating a kind of a local economy. Mashghal will also be not only providing them with trainings, but also with cultural programs in order to help beautify their neighborhood, organize it, and keep the neighborhood safe for women and children. The market need is definitely very huge. We have a labor force of 27 million. This is a resource that's not tapped to. So instead of using it, we are referring to it as a liability. While we can really make use of it, there are so far 57 companies that are enrolled in the corporate social responsibility. These are the ones we are seeking to partner with. Call for action. We have talked to a lot of people who are working in this field, Fath al-Khair, Education for Employment, and we have been seeking their technical support. And what we need is just about anything: volunteers, donors, partners, cheerleaders. Thank you very much.
Finalist number 7, Clean Tech Arabia, Sheikh here.
I'm honored to be here. This conference has just kicked off, and I've already had so many conversations with many of you, so many deep conversations, and it's asserted one assumption that I had, and that's that there's a lot of Egyptians living abroad who want to contribute to Egypt, and they don't have the means. What I'm here to talk about today is not a product that I'm selling. I'm not selling a product. I'm not advertising a website, although we have a website that I'm going to bring on later on. What I'm here to talk about today is Egypt, and especially innovation. And this is a chance for Egyptians living abroad to help with this innovation movement. My name is Sharif Inawi, and I'm part of the team of 5 members: Abdullah Gala, Ahmed Hussein, Amgad Al-Dib, and Hisham Osman. We're all specialists in different kinds of engineering disciplines. And together we want to focus on one kind of engineering, and one kind of innovation, and that's innovation that relates to clean technologies. These are technologies that touch every part of our life. It's not just water, it's not just electricity. Technologies that help innovate by offering cheap solutions that can be affordable, because we have to face it, Egypt cannot spend a lot of money on new technologies. So we need affordable solutions, and we need to reduce our footprint. Now, if you have a look at what's happening here, Egypt has a lot of student projects, it has a lot of entrepreneurs. We're not starting from scratch. There's a lot going on out there. So where clean technology focuses on transportation, wind, solar, it's a huge market. What can Egypt offer? We're not on our own. We're working as part of a big society that has a lot to offer. For example, this is a biogas digester. It was profiled on National Geographic. And it's used in Kaiser Berlin. At some point when we couldn't do much with our waste, that was one option, offering a cheap alternative that you can put on your rooftop. Another example is harnessing wind energy. This is a student project that just came out. And this is a lot of wasted potential if we don't get to it. We're not working alone again. You've heard Nadat al-Mahrousa mentioned a few times. They're doing great work. You might have heard about ICE Cairo. They're doing great work. But what's missing here is what we're offering as a solution. People are working in silos, and we're trying to bring them together. So we offered a website that would do just that. Egyptians abroad can go through the website and find all the information you need in one place. What we're doing is empowering through this model, and it goes all about exposure. But what we also need to do is make sure that we form a network. And what I'd like to do is invite you to become part of this network. Imagine yourselves as part of this big network. This is a big crowdsourcing idea. What kind of ideas do you have? So I'll be listening for the rest of the day, and please come approach me and give your feedback.
Finalist number 8, Educate Me, Yasmin Hidel.
Sorry, I'll just change the decoration because I'm tall and I need to take this out. 3 years ago, on Monday evening, I met this guy named Mahmoud in his late 30s, and I found that he couldn't reinstate his daughters back to school because he couldn't afford it. And so I decided to start a very small initiative named Educate Me to finance the public education of underprivileged children. But over time, my team and I realized that what these children were going through in schools was just traumatic. Classrooms are filled with over hundreds of children. The children are forced to collect garbage during their free time at school. And most importantly, the curriculum that was delivered was entirely irrelevant to their needs. And so we started to try and complement the system and work next to it. But then we realized that this is not going to solve Egypt's problem, especially after the revolution. The system is just not working, and it cannot be reformed, but it really needs to be redefined. And at that point, and seeing how big of a dream that was, I decided to quit my 8-year journey of engineering and become a full-time executive director at Educate Me and dedicate the rest of my life for it. Over the past 3 years, Educate Me evolved into that non-profit foundation that inspires curiosity and creativity in children through asking them 2 very simple questions. What would you like to learn, and how are you going to learn it? The what's can be learning anything from Chinese and all the way to horseback riding, and the how is basically the children coming up with ideas for revenue-generating projects that they can then use to finance their own education. For instance, doing handicrafts or woodworks and selling them in exhibitions like you can see here in the picture. And in parallel, we also provided them with a wide range of programs, one of which is MIT's programming Scratch programming language that you're probably all familiar with. So what we're doing here in a sense is basically providing these children with an opportunity where they can develop a habit out of wanting something so bad, wanting a goal that they have set themselves and mobilizing themselves towards it. So far, over the past 3 years, Educate Me has established a community development center in an underprivileged area named Kunayesa, where we have served 60 children aged 7 to 14 on a non-formal basis. We're also planning on expanding beyond that by the end of 2013, where we want to serve 300 children and 150 parents. And for that purpose, right now we're fundraising through individuals and through sponsorships from organizations, as right now we're only 20% self-funded, and hopefully we want to expand this as we go. Finally, my name is Yasmin Hilal. I'm the founder and executive director of Educate Me. I work among a great team of more than 70 very passionate people, mostly volunteers. And we hope that you can help us as much as you can, and I'll be available after the presentation for all your questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next finalist is Alexandria 2024, Yahya Seguin.
Hi. Alexandria. Such a great name. Oh. Okay. A charming, fascinating name. It has always spoken to the collective memory of the crowd, especially in Europe. I'm Alexandrian and I know all the potential it holds. It holds treasures of all kinds. But I'm not here to speak about the past today, I'm here to speak about the future. And if I'm speaking about a big name, I have to think big. And I'm going to think that big. What's going to happen on Alexandria 2024? This is the date where we may be able to host the Summer Olympics of the 2024. Why the Olympics? Because I think it's the symbol which is going to unite all Alexandrians and give them motivation and inspiration to long for a better civilized tomorrow. Can you really achieve this? If anybody asks me, you think you can compete with Madrid, Tokyo or Paris? I would say definitely not. But if you ask me, can we compete for the 2024 games? I would say yes, we can. And why is that? Because the International Olympic Committee expressed it clearly. They want to come and make an African nation host this monumental event. So if they want to come to us, we just have to invite them, apply, give them what they want, let them hear what they want to hear, have a good plan and a vision, and I think we can do it. This is of course a global, this is the biggest event happening on Earth. And to have it, you must have a global development of everything, including the mindset, the awareness of the people of Alexandria, change their actual surrounding environment, and we're going to solve big problems such as traffic, unemployment, tourism, and preservation of the city, as well as infrastructure. Our think tank planned everything and campaigned for it, and we are actually solution makers. So we started to think how to change traffic, first with low-budget projects, like redirecting the flow of traffic in many suffocating areas where there's bad traffic. And we thought of we should exploit all the city's unused potential, because there's a lot of potential there and nobody's using it. And this will put us on the world touristic map again. We thought of putting Alexandria, applying for World Heritage Sites and make use of the old squares that are not used at all. We also thought of more complicated plans and projects for traffic, like this one, for example. This is how it looks like at the moment. Time down, time up. Oh God. So this is how it looks like now, and this is how it's going to look like later on. This is our waterfront project of the Eastern Harbor. This is our corniche and how we're going to change it and put on the water museum and lighting so that people can see it while they're walking on the corniche, the monuments underwater. I would just want to tell you that the Olympics are just the cherry on the cake. So if we don't get even the Olympics, it doesn't matter. We just have a whole cake to eat. It's the infrastructure, the tourism, and the better quality of life for all Alexandrians. And please invest in Alexandria, lend your support and credibility for this mission, and vote for Alexandria 2024.
Wow. Okay. Our last finalist is Hiba Hosni Halawa. She's going to join us on Skype.
أنا هبة حسني بقالي 10 سنين بشتغل في الأعمال الطوعية في جميع الدورات المحتاجين. الفترة دي بعد ما شفنا بعض الإحصائيات بعد ما شفت عدد مركز التعبئة والإحصاء في مصر عن عدد الفقراء في مصر زادوا حوالي 9 مليون في سنة واحدة، يعني كان 11 مليون في سنة 2000 زادوا ل 20 مليون سنة 2001 نصهم في الصعيد وخصوصا في السويس. كانت المفاجأة عدد الجامعات في مصر، خارج مصر مش صغير، عددهم حوالي 30,000 جمعية ما نعرفش عنهم غير بس إننا نسمع إعلانات في التلفزيون. من هنا كان لازم نفكر إن دور الجامعات الصغيرة دي لازم يتطور وتجميع التبرعات لازم يكون بطريقة innovative أكتر من كده. Mother Teresa بتقول if I look at the mass I will never act, if I look at the one I will. Next. من هنا كان السولوشن في الحل بتاعنا ان نعمل ويب سايت اسمه حاله واحده بنجمع فيه تبرعات عن حاله واحده بس في كل مره، بنحط فيه صور وفيديوز عن الحالات قبل وبعد التبرع، وكمان بنحط الحالات دي بنجيبها من السمول NGOs اللي بنحاول نعمل لها ماركتنج. الحقيقه دلوقتي الوقت مناسب لحاله واحده لان ظل الازمه الاقتصاديه الحاليه تسبب عدد المتبرعين قل وبالتالي عدد الفقراء او الحالات زاد. الحقيقه ان احنا هنقيس معدلات الامتحان في حاله واحده بعدد الحالات اللي ساعدناها وكمان عدد التبرعات اللي جمعناها. نفس ده ديمو لحاله واحده بنحط فيه صور وفيديوز الحاله قبل وبعد التبرع، وعلشان هي طبعا تكون حاله مستعجله حاطين كاونتر للوقت المخصص لتجميع التبرع. كان اكتر تشالنج بيواجهنا في الموقع البيمنت سيستم، الحلات اللي احنا حاطينها لكل حاله عدد معين من الوقت اللي بيشتريها المتبرع بدل ما بيتبرع بفلوس، بمعنى ان هو بدل ما بيتبرع مثلا ب 1000 جنيه بيشتري 1000 نقطه وهكذا. نكست. الحقيقه احنا كنا عايزين نعمل ماركتنج عشان حاجتين، اول حاجه نجمع الفولنتير، وباحصائيه لقينا ان 75% من الفيسبوك يوزرز في العالم العربي من الشباب، فبالتالي التارجت بتاعنا عشان نجيب الفولنتيرز هيكون الفيسبوك ادز بيج، وكمان علشان نجيب الدونرز. عملنا سيرفي سريع كده على الناس اللي حوالينا، لقينا ان حوالي 69.7% من المتابعين بيفضلوا الدايركت كونكشن، معارف اصدقاء، وبالتالي هنركز على البابليك ايفنتس والورد اوف ماوث علشان نزود الكريديبيلتي بتاعتنا وخصوصا في اول سنه. نكست.
التيم حاليا عندنا التكنيكال تيم محتاجين الفاينانس والدونيشنز كولكتورز والاوبريشنز والماركتنج واكيد الفيديو ميكرز والكاميرا مان. نكست. انا متاكده ان حاجه واحده هتخلي حياه ناس كتير احلى. شكرا ليكم.
Thanks, Hiba.
Thank you.
So you've seen 10 amazing, inspiring ideas, and I hope you get a chance to talk to them more because we have scheduled time specifically today and tomorrow for you to talk to them. Now we have the poster session. It's starting right now. You go out, see the poster of each finalist, talk to them, give them ideas, ask questions. So we have 30 minutes of poster session and then we have 30 minutes for lunch. And exactly at 1:15, we have the working groups where each project will have a table set up where you can go and actually have one-on-one with more in-depth discussion. So pick your project, talk to them during the poster session, pick which working groups. So the working groups are going to happen in this room and the other room. So thank you.
That's up. So far.